went on a tear in the middle of last season. They are one apiece in finals so far this year, or this season rather, and they come in with their strongest possible lineups. Both teams have been able to bring new players, showcasing the depth within their squads. You think of the ones who are sitting behind at home with injury or other, whereas players for both sides. Sport is built on rivalries, and the one between New Zealand and Australia is undoubtedly the foundation of women's sevens. They have been a cut above again. For the third time this season, the 33rd time in history, they go once more in a cup final. It's one apiece in 2026. Who takes the advantage in Singapore? New Zealand and Australia to decide the trophy in the Lion City.
Stand for the anthems of Australia and New Zealand.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, all beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
New Zealand unbeaten on this ground. Two-time defending champions Australia, the most recent winners in this rivalry. I'm Ricky Swanell, alongside me, Wallaroo Sarah Nangama. Tough to call, as Eva says, but we know we are set for another beauty.
We really are, Ricky. There is so much familiarity between both of these sides. It's one of the fiercest rivalries on the Seventh Circuit, both in red-hot form, both looking to protect history and go back-to-back. There's something to fight for today, and it's going to put up a hell of a fight from both Black Ferns and Australia.
Sunny Lee in the middle, our referee to take charge of this final. Once again in Singapore. Madison Ashby, well, the last time she was on this ground for a final, it ended in disaster. How good to have her back and playing in full flight. Both teams relax, they enjoy those moments, and then they go at it. Ding dong, round 3 about to get underway for season 2026, New Zealand and Australia. Alexander, ball kid, comes a gutser and up he goes, yes. Great recovery. Let's see if these teams can keep their feet and who has the coolest head. Underway off the boot of Braxton Sorensen-McGee in the Women's Cup final. It's brought down by Dennis for Australia, and they will play with possession first. Soraya Paki it is. New Zealand with Paul and Miller. It's been called a maul, going forward into ground now. And that's not coming out. That's the first little victory in the match for New Zealand.
That certainly is. Georgia Miller there on the ground with a huge smile on her face. She was able to get under the ball carrier for Australia. Soraya Paki, that is. Paul then first. Miller in second. Just pure brute strength to make it a maul and give New Zealand possession in this first half.
Very good late evening to you in New Zealand, watching on Sky Sport, and slightly earlier on the eastern seaboard of Australia on Stan. Looking forward to heading to Perth next week. I know these Australian women are job to do here. Corey Sweeney, coach of New Zealand, Ed Cocker, his assistant.
Crouch!
Sorensen-McGee, midfield scrum just outside the 22, gives them options left and right. Looking to draw first blood in the final. Lots of bodies in motion. It's Tanetti, and there's a big hole. Sorensen-McGee puts it on the chest for Jasmine Felix-Hotham to open the scoring with set-piece execution perfection.
Jasmine Felix-Hotham adds the first 5-pointer in this cup final in Singapore. Oh, this is just well executed from the back of the scrum. Tanetti does a great job sweeping under. She finds the hands of Braxton Sorensen-McGee, who really is a crafty player. She swings it out to the left edge. And Jasmine Felix-Hotham with the most clinical of finishes.
Near perfect start for New Zealand. Aside from the conversion, it's New Zealand 5, Australia 0. The opening shot fired in the final. Restart, hits the knee off Tanetti. Yeah, it did go 10-2. Tegan Levi left it, and that's allowed Miller to roam. She puts on a little goose step, drop of the hips, and through the tackle, sliding off defenders. She's the slipperiest player in the game, and Georgia Miller's busted through once more.
It's the last phase. If there's anything that's here.
Oh, Georgia Miller, she does it all. A restart error there from Australia. Tegan Levi was indecisive as to whether that made the 10 or not, but Georgia Miller wasted no time pouncing onto that ball. She's so slippery. She's so elusive with the ball in hand. And she furthers the statement for the Black Fern Sevens. Oh, they're all smiles.
That restart, Tegan Levi initially, it looked like she'd made the right call to let it, and somehow floated just 10. 12-0 New Zealand. So head the same direction, this one longer. It's brought down by Tegan, ducks under one. Australia gets some hands on the ball for the first time. Try and build their attack. As Tegan will squeeze it away. And Madison will play halfback. Paki Opts to hold the ball. Here's Ashby. Maddie Ashby gets around the outside of Mahina Paul, puts the foot down. There's a tangle of bodies. Tanetti's going to chase. Ashby looking in field for support. Ashby still going. Tanetti just does enough to stop her. The numbers come. Levi runs headlong into Tanetti. Thrown to the ground, but Australia bust up field. It's a great first possession for them. Nasser for Ashby again, who started it with that great run. Heavy contact. And Miller can't roll away. Tegan Levi goes. New Zealand tracking back. Pody Lane twisted inside and out. And then the last ball's come off a New Zealand hand. Play on, says the referee. Pody Lane goes. Stabs it ahead. Now Waka has to grip the teeth to chase. Ball bouncing away. Dennis gets there. Waka tries to bring her down. One-on-one, the two of them. Then able to get up, go again. It's a long, sapping passage of play, and eventually Dennis is thrown over the sideline. Whole lot went down there.
Oh, that is coast-to-coast rugby. Tegan Levi just needed to hit the hand, of Soraya Parky. Is misfiring, but Reese Pody Lane pounces it, puts it into the backfield, and it was a pure foot race between Stacey Waka and Heidi Dennis. Heidi does a great job to get back onto the ball, but eventually pushed into touch.
Levi's won that back, but Miller's got it too. There's big contact. Nathan, Ashby, Miller, all three of them. Nathan slow to get up, Ashby to her feet. It's New Zealand playing on now with Tanetti. Getting the arms free, offload sticks for Felix-Hotham. Pody Lane. Nathan has recovered quickly. Miller standing in the tackle. She's driven back. It's ferocious. New Zealand have lost some ground. Call for Felix-Hotham again. One way and the other. Nassett's player on. Sorensen McGee did really well. Pody Lane has Miller outside her. It's awkward, but the bounce good enough. New Zealand keeping it alive. Miller going herself. Again, she drops the hits and keeps the feet. The dancing feet of Georgia Miller. Does things no other player can do.
Georgia Miller, an absolute remarkable player who is standing so tall for New Zealand. Just look at her. You think she's going to stop. You think she's going to give it away. Pounces off her right foot. Leaves Bella Nasser in her way. Fends off Soraya Parky. You think she's going to go to ground, but somehow she has impeccable balance to keep the ball in play, and she strides over. How do you get even better as a player?
I heard this theory once about rare and complementary skills, and Georgia Miller has the rare skill of being a great footy player and a fabulous Highland dancer, and the skills complement each other to make that player. I don't know, I'm going with the theory.
It checks out, Ricky, it checks out.
19-0 Australia. Got to bounce back, got to score before half-time. That's good from Tegan Levi. That's tough stuff from Tegan. Up towards halfway, couldn't quite link up with Paki. Needs someone to come in. And it's messy again. And New Zealand play on. It was a knock-on at the ruck, and Mahina Paul has sneaked away for a fourth before half-time.
Oh, huge credit there to New Zealand. They were able to pounce on the late arrival of Maddie Levi to be the scrum half at the back of the ruck. Just a dominant clean out there, and Mahina Paul is able to pick it up and go all the way by herself. It's been a real ding-dong battle, but New Zealand controlling all of the momentum and all of the possession.
Australia coming into this had made so few errors, but they've been forced into them. And New Zealand have punished, and they lead the final 24 points to 0. Tegan Levi sends it away. Pody Lane gets high. It's a scrappy ball. Mahina Paul did just enough to get a hand to it. Waka for New Zealand. And the experienced head, Sorensen McGee. She's being ragdolled and taken away. That's excellent from Tegan Levi and Bella Nasser in tandem. Finally a chance for Australia here. Straight after the break, just what they needed. Ashby. She can't get through Pody Lane. New Zealand's defence is hungry. And so they stab a little kick. Tegan Levi, Maddie's chasing, but it's too much on it. Just ran out of options.
Yeah, they certainly did. The New Zealand defence has been pretty impressive in this match, but Tim Walsh, we heard him at the half-time, just encouraging his girls to just do their job. Australia is a world-class side. They're proven finishers. They just need to stick to their processes.
Time off. Stop.
Look at the tackle completion.
15.
29%.
And 5.
To New Zealand's 71.
5.
It's hotly contested in this cup final.
Maya Stewart, she has been all action on her debut tournament. The Wallaroos all-time leading try scorer in Test match rugby.
Comes in. Thank you.
She's everything she's
Time
touched
on.
has turned to gold. A teammate of yours, a friend of yours, Sarah. Can she have an impact?
Oh, she absolutely can.
Set.
Got to defend first, though. It's there for Pody Lane. Paul, she has been just full of running this weekend. Mahina Paul can't link up with Tinetti, though. Ashby shepherded Paul well. Kelsey Tinetti, eyes wide. Big, heavy collisions again. No one's got any care for their body. Here's Miller. She's got 2. She goes around another defender. Nathan chasing her, and that's a good hit from Maddie Levi. Sayeli got ball and Levi at the same time, and Levi won.
Oh, that is a huge defensive effort there from Maddie Levi.
6 goal.
New Zealand playing on the front foot.
6.
Georgia Miller takes up a fair bit of real estate there, but Madison Levi lines up slightly perfectly for a crunching tackle.
Ready? Sorry. There's one more sub. 13.
Some subs being made.
13.
Referee Sunny Lee in charge. Just to pay her a bit of credit too. She made a cracking call in that first half when it was play on. It had come off the head of Sorensen McGee. There were cries for a knock on, and she got it spot on.
Time back on.
You don't really give the refs enough credit for what they can see. Sometimes it misses your own eye.
9. Set.
Australia needs something big if they do continue that record of late. They won in Cape Town, New Zealand won in Dubai. Tarita Bobbles. Stewart did well to go in and protect her. Hines out there as well. Australia are all fanned out over on one side. Shaven to the action too, and out over the sideline as well. They just got in each other's way a little, the tangled. But it's New Zealand defence, just no way through.
Got to give New Zealand credit for their defence. It's absolutely suffocated whatever Australia has tried to orchestrate in attack.
All right, I need a clear set and a gap.
Caitlin Shave does take a fair bit of space on that left edge, and she was smothered. A whole bunch of black jerseys.
Miller is flung in the line out. Now Paul, oh, that's a big hole for Mahina Paul to charge through, and she's directing traffic as well. Still going herself, Paul, and then tries to force the ball. Great defence again. It's play on for New Zealand this time. And Felix-Hotham picks up the scraps. Try is given. Jasmine Felix-Hotham started the scoring, and she gets another.
Oh, this is just brilliant work here from Mahina Paul. She holds that ball in 2 hands and is able to still direct traffic. Penetrates that last defensive hole between Tarita and Stewart and is able to get the ball away. There was no one there, but Felix-Hotham picks it up and keeps New Zealand in the lead.
Must have come off Australian hands in that 2-player tackle. And Pody Lane adds 2 more. New Zealand can barely put a foot wrong. Here's Felix-Hotham. Susan carries. 31-0. There's a mistake. It's gone out on the full.
Really excited to see what Australia can do here. Tia Hines has come onto the field. She's a great playmaker. But it looks like Nathan is heading up to get this restart underway.
Yeah.
Under 3 minutes to go. Australia need to finish well. A big weekend ahead of them. 31 points. Going to be able to close that gap in this one, but they go and defend their title in Perth on home soil next week. Pody Lane has robbed that as well. They might win it back here. Good work. It's Nasser. Is it? Yeah, putting her head in a dark spot. She's able to go. Australia's still full of intent and running. rolling forward. Lovely little bit of footwork by Shave up to the 22. The Black Ferns eager to keep a clean sheet. Australia wanting their attack to fire in these final moments. Hines floats a lovely ball into the hands of the flyer Shave. Vahakolo comes across. Saeli gets her eventually, and then Hines is wrapped up by Miller. Nasser. Here's Stewart working in the middle. Maya Stewart has got an eye for a gap. Tarita holds on. Does really well being Tarita, and that's what she needed. Taking it upon herself to grab an important try for Australia. It'll be academic in the end, but important perhaps later on next week.
Oh, Stewart and Tarita linking up here to spark something for the Aussie Sevens. Maya Stewart's coming around for the wraparound, but Bien puts out the right fend and strides her way over the line to add the first points for Australia.
Bien Tarita. As Nathan heads to the side as well. Frustrating day for them.
Okay, thank you. Time back on.
New Zealand on their way to another title, unbeaten in Singapore, third on the bounce here. Oh, outstanding in the air. Maddie Levi picks herself up again, just hasn't been able to find any space at all. Had to do a lot of hard grunt work, Maddie Levi. Tackle made by Kalosi. New Zealand's voracious defence continues. Paul Watherston wants to go. The fresh legs all out there. Gets the offload away for Vahakolo. Tarita looking at her. Vahakolo shrugs her off. Nicholas chasing. Vahakolo shows her power to go with her pace.
Vahakolo with the punch on her arrival in the second half. Holy hecker, there was a lot of action happening there on the left edge. Ruby Nichols and Maya Stewart both commit to the last body. It was a one-on-one between Vahakolo and Bien Tarita, but Vahakolo comes away with the goods. She's all power, Caitlin Vahakolo.
She's plenty of personality too, but she backs it up with some substance on the field, no doubt. And that is some win for New Zealand. Champions in Singapore once again. Absolute frustration for Australia, but for New Zealand, a third straight title. They have roared again in the Lion City. New Zealand 36, Australia 7, the Black Ferns winners in Singapore.